of travel photos today for holiday pics, starting with 2008. So when I was 18, my mom and dad packed my bags and sent me off to the US for a working holiday program. I was actually really hesitant to go, but my parents were really excited for me to see the world. It was an opportunity they never had. So my parents, they are really small town folks who never really left town. So when my brother, who was working in the US, suggested that I join him, my parents said yes. Little did they know, it will plant a very dangerous seed in me. I worked and traveled in the US for about 4 months, and it was my first time living away from home. And it felt like someone unclipped the wings I never knew I had. Traveling was awesome. I got addicted to this new sense of exploration, discovery, adventure, and independence. But to my parents' dismay, I never stopped traveling when I returned home. First, I did internships in Mauritius, and then I did internships in the jungles of Malaysia in Terengganu. But that wasn't enough, so I had this yearning to travel solo. The first time I told my mom I wanted to travel solo, she freaked out. She asked if I had depression, she asked me to see a psychiatrist, and this was like 10 years ago. Solo traveling wasn't a thing then. Good Asian daughters don't travel solo. So my mom went on and on about how dangerous it would be for me to travel solo as a woman. All these dangerous stories, and I heard her, but I just refused to listen. I thought to myself, it'll be fine, if a guy can do it, if my brothers would be allowed to do it, why not me, just because I'm a woman? So, my mom, she really tried to stop me with all her stories, but it was too late, to be honest. The seed that she planted in me when she sent me off to the US had already bloomed. I did what every good Asian daughter should not do. I lied to my parents about going to Egypt with some friends, and then I planned a 1-month solo trip to Egypt and Jordan. I only really confessed to my mom that it was a solo trip when I was in week 2 of my journey. I was in Jordan in a hotel in the capital city called Amman, and I called my mom and I told her it was a solo trip. And I was really far away from home where she could not murder me. So I thought I was safe, or so I thought. On my second day in Jordan, a scammer pretending to be a visiting professor kind of joined me on my walk to this tourist destination, and then he invited me to stay at his luxurious hotel. On my second week, a taxi driver touched my thigh, showed me porn on his phone, and said he wanted to take me to a hotel room. Not my hotel, a hotel. So I didn't tell my mom about being sexually harassed in Jordan, or in Sri Lanka, where I had to make a police report, or in Europe. Many years after it had happened, I was struggling to win my mom's trust, and I didn't want her to stop me from traveling. Because my mom, she never really liked the idea of me traveling solo. Each time I announced a new adventure, she would sigh and ask, don't you have any friends to travel with? But then she would go to the temple near our house and she would get me an amulet and give it to me to protect me on my journey. But I never really considered my mom's concern as a reason to stop traveling. Instead, I worked really hard to earn her trust and to assure her that I know what I'm doing when I actually really didn't. So I tried to send her lots of postcards saying, I'm alive, I'm safe, I'm okay. And I checked in often. But my mom, she would always worry. She says that I'm too fearless and adventurous for my own good, and she would wonder where I got this adventurousness and fearlessness from. Probably not from her, because my mom, she is very timid and she is very anxious in nature, and she gets stressed out very easily. I was also very timid and shy growing up, but over the years, the gift of traveling that my parents gave me made me strong and independent and the empowered woman that I am today before you. And while my mom slowly learned how to travel through me and my stories, she remained in her little sheltered cocoon. I wanted her to be as empowered as me, so one day I brought her to this all-women's travel conference called Zafigo X. I gave a talk at this conference and I remember looking at my mom in the crowd for the first time. I told her how I was followed and molested by a young man in Sri Lanka and how it became an entire police investigation. After the talk, my mom came and gave me a tearful hug. She asked me, why didn't you tell me this happened? It's been 5 years. And I told her I was afraid. I was afraid of breaking your heart. But everyone else wanted to know one other thing. They wanted to know how could my mom let her only daughter travel solo. My mom floored me with her answer and she said, it's only natural for a parent to be afraid. This fear will never go away and we hide that fear because we don't want to transfer that to our children. Whether it is our daughter or son, we have to let go. The only way they can learn is to let them go. And hopefully they do not fall too hard, she said. You know, I've been traveling all my adult life, but I never once thought how difficult it was for my parents to quietly watch me go on all these really selfish solo trips. And I had never once considered how difficult it was for my mom to know how dangerous the world is, but allowed me to walk into this danger all on my own. But I have a confession. People always tell me how brave I am, how fearless I am for solo traveling. But it's not courage, it's ignorance. I wasn't afraid because I didn't think about the dangers of traveling solo as a woman. When I finally found out it was just stubbornness that tied me through, I was unwilling to let my sexual harassers defeat me. And having been through all the near saves in my 11 years of traveling, I don't know if I would ever be able to let my future daughters or sons travel solo. But I know that one day, I want to be as strong, courageous, and as inspirational as my mother. Thank you.